and welcome to Melodies of Life. I'm your host, Anna Enka. Today's episode is about feeling stuck in life. Many people don't even know why they feel that way. You have a successful career, a great paycheck, and a loving family. On the outside, it would appear you got it all together, but on the inside, you are at a breaking point. You just go through the daily motions by making your coffee, sitting down in front of the computer, walking the dogs, making dinner, watch a TV show, and go to bed. The next day, you wake up and you do it all over again. Everyone feels stuck in their life at some point, maybe from an unstimulating job, an unfulfilling relationship, or just general sense of indifferences. The good news is you can stop feeling stuck by figuring out why you're feeling that way in the first place, and then making a few changes to improve your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. First, you need to identify the root cause of your feelings. Here are some common reasons why you might feel stuck right now. Difficult times of life challenges can have you feeling like you have lost your sense of direction. Being unconscious of your self-limitation and self-sabotage are often the result of looking for a way out. I know that a lot of people are going to say, no, it's not, but just hang in there and follow what I have to say. It could be in your career or a relationship you're unhappy, right? You may also live with something called imposter syndrome, where you doubt your self-worth and capabilities. When we live with mental health conditions like depression or anxiety, we will add to and that will actually make you feel stuck even more. And these conditions can be managed without medication. A lot of people are going to say, no, they can't. And I'm telling you, yes, you can. When you regain your motivation and a sense of purpose. So don't spend time and energy on every little detail to do something perfectly. I'm guilty of that. This will only make you feel frustrated, like you're not getting anywhere in life. To get unstuck, you need to leave perfectionists behind. When there is a conflict between your desire and self and others, it's natural to feel conflict between what you want your life to be and what others feel it should be. By hesitating, you will only stop your growth and make you feel empty. They will keep you from living authentical. Remember, we need to live for ourselves, not for other people, because they keep saying that to us all the time, but it's for you, not for others. If you dig in your heels and refuse to accept change, loss, or transition, you will be spending your energy fighting what's new and have difficult time moving forward. What you resist will always persist. The most important thing in life is having a purpose. It's crucial. It's the deeper meaning and purpose will serve like a compass of your life. It will motivate you out of the stuckness. And purpose is not like there's so many different ideas of what purpose is, and I'm not going to go in on that today. I will do a whole episode about that in the future. So there is a client of mine. His name is Jack, and he has been a senior manager for a company for over 15 years, right? And he has a great salary. He owns his own townhome apartment, and he enjoys the finer things in life, but not without the heavy demands that his job brings. So on the surface, it would look like Jack got his life figured out. And the next step would be like to get a promotion, becoming the director, or settling down with somebody and get married and have kids and etc. Yet, when I worked with Jack and I asked him if he was happy with his work, he hesitated before he was answering me. He said that he sometimes wished he could quit his job and do something less stressful, that he was kind of bored and he's been doing it for a long time. So, however, he has become accustomed to the lifestyle and feels that it would be too late to give it up or, try a new career or a new ambition. It's scary, right? Because he likes to stay with what's familiar to him. And the external struggles that Jack faces are financial stability. And most of us do not want to give that up, correct? And the social influence he gets from his peers and the lavish lifestyle he leads and the status and the recognition that he gets from continuing with this job. So these may be things that you are facing as well. And what happens is internally, Jack faces the risk of losing what he built over the years if he stops, correct? It just doesn't seem logical for him to give up this job to pursue an alternative that would give more meaning to his life, correct? So that's a scary thing, and that's a holdback, and that makes him feel stuck. So you might have come across a similar scenario as Jack's, or you might be a Jack, who knows? Whatever it is, the stresses and demands of your job, a lack of satisfaction, or a feeling of stagnation, you must decide if you want to tear down that wall or continue to let it enclose you. That is a choice only you can make. The good news is that our society continues to develop at such a rapid pace. It also means we have more opportunities to do things that we were previously thought was impossible, right? These days, more people are pushing the boundaries and breaking stereotypes, and, they take the leap of faith. It's not just about age or education, it's about you. Your ability to accept challenges and having the determination to break free from your existing situation. Because we all want to stay stagnant. We all want to do what's familiar and comfortable and not take any risk. This is scary, right? Next question I always ask is, how do we reboot when we feel stuck, right? It's not an easy thing to do. But the first step is you need to break free from your limitation. You got to take a step back and gain a fresh perspective on what your limitations really are. On the surface, limitations are things that prevent you from doing something. But if you dig deeper, you will find that limitations are the things that keep you constrained inside a loop. They keep you stuck by facing the same problem, having the same choices, and taking the same actions repeatedly, but you expect a different result. It will not happen. If you want to improve your life, then you must break free from the limitation that keeps you in the same loop every day, every month, and every year. It may seem that limitation that you're facing are out of your control, or something that just happens to you. I hear that all the time. This is unfair, why is this happening to me? Blah, 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 blah. However, your reality is driven from your perception. It's not reality that's important, but rather how you perceive your reality. Being able to control how you look at things is the key to learning how to start over and create a fresh start. Shaping your perception is so powerful that just a small change in perspective can completely change everything, from your motivation and outlook to your self-esteem and confidence. Once you decide to make that shift, your perspective, and look at the things in a new way, identify exactly what challenges you, or what you face as you try to learn how to start over and reboot your life. If you want to change your job, you have to ask yourself, what's standing in your way, right? Think about that. Because you have this conversation in your head with yourself. Is it a lack of education? Is it a poor job market? Or is it simply a lack of motivation? Think about that. If you have ended a long-term relationship, right? Then you can ask yourself, what difficulties do you foresee soon? You might need to find a new living situation. You might reconnect with old friends or get used to of being alone again, right? Whatever the challenges are, write them down. At least 3 possible solutions. Can you do that? And once you see that each problem has an answer, You will begin to put your mind at ease and get comfortable with the change. If you're determined to start over and change your life, make sure you're pointing yourself in the right direction as you change by identifying your values and priorities, and understand that they have likely changed over the years. And sometimes it can be like every month or every 6 months, but they do changes all the time. So you got to pay attention to what they were a month ago is not necessarily the same it's going to be today. When you graduated college, your priority was likely finding a job and making money, correct? Maybe now you're more interested in developing good relationship with your kids or traveling the world. So you see how they keep changing. But be honest with yourself. During this process, you make the most of the change you're going to make. You can learn to identify your personal values, working one-on-one with me. That's a good start. So I can provide you with an overall shift to turn any limitation into an opportunity that is achievable. And by transforming your mind and action towards the change that is needed to achieve your ultimate goals or truly break free from your limitation, it's easy to see what's standing in your way. Instead, look for hidden opportunities that will come out of the change as you learn how to start over. Create a plan to achieve the change you want to make. Set a long-term goal and then break it down into smaller short-term goals that you can work on over the next few months or years. Invest your time and energy into making your plan and goals a reality. Prioritize what you do with each moment and create deadlines to ensure that your plan goes smoothly. Even if you have a good plan, it won't work unless you develop motivation and positive habits that will keep you on track. These habits can include goal setting, daily reflections, perseverance. It's possible to make life changes and learn how to start over. You just have to be willing to take the time and work to do it. And I always say, please don't become a person who lets life pass them by only to regret it when you're retired or far into old age, because then it's too late. And please don't let your life plateau and waste away in the daily grind for the next 20 years while wasting the potential you still have, because you do. You got to believe in yourself, okay? And because if you're tired of being held back by your limitation, it is only you that can change them. Nobody else. And you have to ask yourself, do you really want the change? Or are you comfortable staying where you are? It's time to break you free from them and start living out your best day. You can visit my website, Anna Anka Wellness. You can use my code podcast AA and you will get your first session for $100. Schedule a breakthrough consultation with me. You will be happy you did. If you have any questions while listening, please subscribe and leave your comments, and you will receive answers to your specific questions. Please hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And if you love it, please give me a review and share it. That will allow me to impact people worldwide. Thank you for listening. Love always.